What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of Street Credit, a place where broke college students do not exist. Y'all, welcome to another video, the long-awaited video of the #1 hack that turned my credit score from whack to all of that. Oh, God. Yeah, I just made that up on the spot. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But we're gonna use that, right? Because we like that. But y'all, let's dive in because I know y'all been waiting on this. I know it. I know it. Let's dive in. All right, y'all. So make sure that you like, share, comment, because I promise you this is the reason why my clients have hit 750 credit score, 830 credit score, 810. And you don't believe me? No, you don't have to. Just believe the stamps that I just put, okay? Believe the stamps. But this hack alone is what changed the game because people were using their credit cards, and a lot of people were using their credit cards like me, where I would pay on the due date, and by the end of the due date, I'd be using it again because why? I was already credit cards maxed out. I needed the money that was in that, was there at the time that I just paid. But I missed a key and important and essential date that really changed the trajectory of me building my credit. And that was understanding and finding the reporting date. Now, this date is considered different for every single company. So you will have to call your company and find out, hey, when do you guys report to the 3 credit bureaus? Some will say on the statement date. Some will say on the closing date. Some will say a particular date of the month, right, that they use it. But in order so that you don't have to guess, we taking out the guesswork. We're taking out all of that. Just call them and say, hey, when do you guys report to the 3 bureaus, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian? And either someone's going to get an attitude because they knew and they don't know, or they're going to tell you. If they knew and they don't know, hang up, call again and talk to someone else, right? But call and find out your reporting date, get the exact date or around the date, and strategize it just like this. Meaning, and it's typically like 4 to 5 days after the due date or the statement date. It's different for every company, so you want to call and find out. Now, this is specifically for credit cards, okay? Specifically for credit cards, not your loans, but for your credit cards. You want to call them and find out, and then making sure that by that specific date, your making sure that by that specific date, your utilization is below 10%. This will work well and work wondrous for those who have smaller limits, meaning like they only have $200 that was assigned to them and they're trying to figure out how to use it. Because it's like, well, do I only just use like $20 off the card? No, that's not what I'm saying. Meaning, if you're using your credit card, and let's just say that the reporting date is on the 15th. Well, on the 12th, you may have a $195 balance on there, maybe because you just paid your phone bill, or maybe you just paid some bill, 2 bills on your credit card like we normally would do. Well, by the 14th, you want to make sure that the balance is below $20. So this is why we don't use so much of our credit, right? Because we don't want to be caught with our pants down not being able to pay that back. Now, for the smaller limits, it's easier for you to rack it up quickly. Well, you just make sure that by that reporting date, if it's on the 15th of the month, that, okay, on the 14th, it has been paid all the way down to a balance of $20 or less, okay? Meaning if you only have $200 to work with, 10% of that is going to be $20. You want to make sure that that balance is below $20 the day, at least 1 day to 2 days before that reporting date, okay? Boom. If you have a larger limit and you only using maybe about $300, so say for example, you have a $1,000 limit and you may only use $300, well, you're already below that 30% time frame, that 30% range that's considered industry standard. We don't do industry standards. We exceed expectations. So we want it below 10% utilization. So what that means is if you have a $1,000 limit, by the 15th, if the 15th is your reporting date, or by the 14th at least, because you want to do it at least a day or two before so that there's no processing times and it's showing up on your report how you want it to, then If your reporting date is on the 15th, then you make sure that if you have a $1,000 limit, that by the 14th, you have no more than a $100 balance. Meaning, you are only using 10% of the assigned limit that they have given you, and you want it to report that way each month. The reason being is because they only typically report once a month. So if they're reporting once a month, whatever you're doing throughout that month doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It only matters to the credit card company because they want to make sure that you're using the credit card, right? But by that reporting date, you want to make sure that it's showing up. It's like the test date. You want to make sure that you're showing up prepared with a 10% balance or less. So let me know if that makes sense. We can do some, maybe a look at the screen, screen record type of thing. But drop some comments. Let me know if that makes sense. And then let me know how that works for you. That has been the reason why so many of my folks have reached the amounts of credit limits that they've been able to attain, and reaching their desired scores of 750 above, 800s, etc. So I will see you guys in the next video for talking about closed accounts. Bye, y'all.